How is a man with 10% of a brain able to function normally? What did 16th century Arctic explorers eat that made their skin fall off? Why did Columbus think the Earth had a nipple, like a breast? Learn the history behind these stories and well over 100 more in my new book, Facts That Aren't True. Check out my other book, too. Link in the description. Why is it that the existence of humans is evidence of a god?
I think just the intelligence and the way we create.
Why would a god create intelligent humans?
Huh?
Why would a god create intelligent humans?
We're made in his image.
What evidence of that do you have?
He's a creator himself.
No, the question was, what evidence that we are created in his image do you have?
Myself, you're a creator, you're a content creator. That tells a lot right there. You're creating ideas right now.
So people who create things exist, therefore a disembodied magic eternal creator exists? How does that follow?
Why do you think he's magic? Why is it magic?
Does God do things using the laws of physics?
Why can't it be like just something unique? Why does that have to be magic? When you say magic,
does God use the laws of physics to do things?
Explain.
I can't really make it any simpler. Does God use the laws of physics to do things?
Yeah, we can say that.
Well, I don't know what kind of God you believe in, but is the God you believe in supernatural?
Yeah, he's supernatural.
Okay, that's magic.
I don't think that's magic. You're
okay. Are you a Christian?
Huh? Yes,
Are you
sir.
a Christian?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So biologically, how did Jesus resurrect?
Through spirit. Through God.
Spirits are biological?
Through God.
Are spirits biological?
Yeah.
Really? Explain.
Yes, sir.
One of the laws of biology is all life is made of cells. So is the spirit cellular?
No, you don't understand because you don't have a spirit. You don't have a spiritual. Like you don't believe in the spiritual, so you wouldn't understand. You're just thinking as human form, but you have to understand God is in His own realm. He's separate from.
Well, seeing as how you understand it, you'll be perfectly capable of describing it, which is all I'm asking you to do. So, what is a spirit?
A spirit?
Yep.
What is a spirit? Is okay. First of all, it's a helper that God. Yo, don't do that. That's disrespectful, brother. You know this is why we win because of people like you.
I like how you're answering what a spirit is using logic, reasoning, evidence, all that kind of stuff.
You're mocking. You don't understand what a spirit is because you're blind. Like you're literally blind, so you don't.
I like how you're not telling me what a spirit is.
I'm telling you.
You have very weak faith, brother.
Do you want me to continue, or are you just gonna put somebody down? All right. So first of all, God sends us a spirit. You have a spirit. You have a spirit right now in your head.
I didn't ask you if I have one. I asked you what it is.
I'm about to. You're not letting me explain it. Can I explain it?
I actually don't. What the fuck is that? I actually don't think you can, because when I asked you to, you didn't.
You won't understand because you don't believe, so you don't know what
just
spirit
tell us what it is.
It's a helper. The Holy Spirit is the helper.
What is a helper?
It's your soul. It's your soul. So, you know what I'm saying? You got your body and then your soul. It's like a turtle. Okay, so it's like a turtle. Your spirit is inside your soul, your body. but
Okay.
you can't see it. So it's a spirit thing. It's not something you can't see. It's in another realm. It's a spiritual thing. Spiritual. You can't see it with your own eyes
Then how do you know it exists?
because you gotta feel it.
How do you know what
It's
you're
something you
feeling is a
gotta
spirit?
you gotta relate to it. You just gotta relate to it. It's a feeling that you have to accept, but you're not willing to accept it, so you can't see it. You
You
know what I'm
can't
saying?
see it either.
What do you mean? I see it every day through
Then what does it
signs.
look like?
It's more of you listening.
A spirit
God can
looks like when
well,
you
like
listen? Okay, what does
when
it
you
mean
listen,
to look like
listen.
listening?
Let me tell you. Like God can give you wisdom. Like okay, say for instance, you're driving down the street and something in you just the spirit of the God just says, hey, don't go that way, and then you end up not going that way, and then it was a wreck that way that you thought you were supposed to go. So that's the instance. That's when sometimes God will talk to you.
Taylor, do you know what Shlammalama Ding Dong is?
Nah.
Okay, well, Shlammalama Ding Dong is this thing that everybody has, and you just kind of know it because you can feel it. So, do you know what Shlammalama Ding Dong is now?
No. Do you have that
Okay,
feeling?
tell me the
Every day?
difference between my description and your description of a spirit.
Do you have that feeling though? Do you ever feel that?
Yeah, unrighteous people like you probably don't, but I do. And you just got to
So,
feel it.
but
That's how you
no.
know you've got the
I'm saying
Shlammalama Ding Dong. You
I'm
don't
saying
have it. You
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 feel
don't
that.
have the special sauce. Bro
You
got
feel that
caught
too, right?
lacking. So, can you now everything I just said is profoundly stupid. Now, can you describe to me what a spirit is without sounding profoundly stupid like I just did on purpose?
I just told you what the spirit was. You're
Yeah,
not
and it
listening.
was exactly the same as my description of Shlammalama Ding Dong, which I'm
Not
pretty sure
doing it.
both agree is stupid. So
Now
can you
you
give a
now you just
non-stupid
mocking.
description of a spirit?
Now you're just mocking. You're not debating. You're just going in loops of
I
mocking.
gave a
Like that.
qualitatively
How is
identical
that debating?
description to yours, and we agree
How
that it's stupid. So I am engaging in the debate here. If you think you're being mocked, that's because you believe in something that is as stupid as the thing I just described, and we both agreed was stupid.
so
So this is
so
your
what's the
problem,
so what's the
not
difference?
mine.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. So what is the difference of people not not taking Santa Claus serious but taking Jesus serious? Like what was the difference?
We're not having a conversation about Santa Claus. What is a spirit?
No, but I'm trying to give you my example. Like, what is the difference? Why do people all of a sudden believe in Jesus but not Santa Claus? Like, why do we worship Jesus but not Santa Claus?
Probably
Can you tell me that?
because people don't spend an hour a week being told over and over again that Santa Claus is real, and people aren't told if you stop believing in Santa Claus, then the worst possible thing will happen to you. I would bet that those are major, major parts of it, the psychological coercion into it. So,
Right,
anyways, what is a spirit?
right. But it's something that's happening into the story compared to the Santa Claus story that makes the
That
story real.
is so weird how what you said had nothing to do with what a spirit is, despite
Why
my
you going
pretty
back to
clear question. So,
you're
do you
ducking?
have any idea
You're
what a
scared.
spirit is? Is that why we're
You're
changing the
scared.
subject? Because you don't
You're
know?
scared of me. I just told you.
Did you say
It's
I'm
a helper.
scared of you?
You're not debating me. You're scared. You're dodging my questions. You're dodging my debate.
No,
We
I
already
asked
talked
you what
about
a
it.
spirit
I
is, and
told
you started talking about Santa Claus. I actually answered your Santa Claus question. Now we're
I
going
told you
back
what.
to the thing we were
So
talking about before you changed the subject.
okay.
So
So do you
quit
want to go?
lacking. What is a spirit?
All right. I just told you the spirit is inside you.
I didn't ask
So it's
where
your
the
body.
spirit is. I asked
It's
what
your
it is.
body. It's a helper. It's a helper that God sends you.
What is a helper in this
I
context?
just told you the spirit. You
So,
can't see it.
so
It's
my
not a
my
physical.
mom has one of those gopher grabber things, and it helps her. Is that her spirit?
No, you can't
Okay,
see
so
it.
what is a spirit?
You can't see it. It's a
You
spiritual
can't
thing. I
see
just
air
told you.
either, but I can
I,
tell you
I
what
just
air
told you.
is.
It's a
What is
spiritual
a
realm.
spirit?
It's a spiritual realm. You have to open up to see it.
I
Only
didn't
you can
ask
see
you
it.
what is required in order to be able to see it. I asked you what it is. And
I
you
just
have
told
no
you.
idea. And this is the
What did I say?
proof.
What did I say? What
You
did I
said you
say?
have to open up to be able to experience or see it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
I didn't
what is
ask you what is
so what is
required
the
to
spirit?
be able to see it. I asked you what it is.
It's a helper that God sends you.
Yeah, so what does that mean? Again, my mom
I
has a
just told you.
gopher grabber. It
I just
helps
told you
her.
what it
Is
means.
that what a
You're not
spirit is?
listening, brother.
No. So tell me the difference between the gopher grabber and the spirit.
The spirit is real, and the only way to see it
I
is
know
you
it's
have.
real. That's your
Yeah,
argument. Don't beg the
yeah.
question. What is it?
It's a helper that God
Is that
sends
the
us.
only thing you can say is that it is a helper? Because
That's what it says. That's what it says in the Bible. He says, "I'll send
great.
my spirit."
Do you
He says,
agree that my mom's gopher grabber helps her?
"Now you're mocking." So you
No,
can't
I'm
compare
not.
that. You can't.
I'm
Do you
pointing
believe
out
that?
how you can't
The
actually
billions of
describe what your
the
thing is
billions.
because you can't separate it from anything
Well,
else that shares that one property. How many
because that's what
properties?
it.
I know
Go
where we
ahead.
can go
Go
from
ahead.
this.
Go
How
ahead.
many properties does the spirit have?
One.
One.
God is
Its only
sends one.
property is that it is a helper.
It's a helper. God sends the Holy Spirit to help you.
Oh man, you are stuck in the sand bunker so bad.
Bro, what do you want me? What do you want me to make something up that it's not like what?
That
That's
is
what
what
the
you're
word
doing.
tells. That's what the word tells us. Go look it up.
Okay.
So go look it up. That's what Christians believe. So
So if I
how?
told you that Shlammalama Ding Dong is a helper, can you refute that?
But this is my difference
No, the
though.
question is if I told you that Shlammalama Ding Dong is a helper, can you
If that's what you
refute
want,
that?
if that's what you want to make up, then that's what you want to make up.
Okay, can you refute it?
If that's what you believe, I can't say yes or no. If that's how you feel,
Okay,
brother.
so by virtue of me saying the only thing about Shlammalama Ding Dong is that it's a helper, this is an epistemologically worthless claim to make because nobody can say whether or not it's true, false, or even exists. You've done the exact same thing. Okay?
I
You
said
have
it.
told me a spirit is a helper, and that's all it is. So
Yeah.
this is a worthless claim. So it's not like you can't
I said
criticize
he does
me
this.
for not being convinced
All right,
of your
listen.
absolutely horrible description and attempt to defend it, right?
Listen. I say your spirit is basically like your conscience. We
You've
as humans,
never once
we
did
say
you
it.
say that.
No. I'm saying we can go as that, but we take it as a conscious. But the spirit is actually your conscience is actually your spirit. Does that help you?
No, not really.
So what more do you want me to say? I gave you like four other options.
Four other options.
Yeah,
Four? How do
of
they count where you're
explaining,
from?
explaining what the spirit does and what is it. What more do you want me to do, brother?
Give me anything that helps
I
me
just gave you.
understand what a spirit is. I agree that I'm
Okay,
conscious, but I think the reason I'm conscious is because I have a brain. So
right.
there's no magic involved.
But
There's no
that's what
chemical X or magic or special sauce or anything
but
involved in
that's not
this. So it doesn't
that's
give me any evidence to think that a God exists.
that's not magic, bro. That's just God giving you a brain with that has
Does
conscience.
God use the laws of physics to give me a brain and consciousness?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so your God uses the laws of physics to perform his.
Hey, why do you think when you're a baby, right? When you're a baby or whatever, a little kid, and your parents don't tell you nothing, you won't go touch certain things. You just won't go do without being taught. You feel what I'm saying? Certain things you just won't do as a kid without being taught.
Like what? Kids fucking walk
Like for
out
instance,
of 10th story windows.
but
The
you
fuck are you
gotta think
talking
how
about?
do they smurder?
What?
Got you. You're
I didn't
stuck.
I didn't hear what you
You're
said.
stuck. You're stuck, buddy. I got you.
No, I didn't. I think you said do
I said,
babies
do babies
murder, but I'm not
smurder?
sure cuz your voice cut out.
Do babies smurder?
They
Have you
would
seen a
if they
baby
would if
smurder?
they could.
Okay,
Yeah.
then. Exactly. It's naturally they
Chat, why
can't.
is it
Some things.
yelling?
It's because I'm tired of you acting like you slow, but you're not. You just playing the chat. You're playing your chat right now, bro. You're
I
playing mental game.
No.
Because you know what I'm talking about.
No, not really.
Okay, so why, as babies, we don't do certain things? Make it make sense.
What does that? Why don't babies do backflips? Because they don't have enough muscle strength.
No, because
therefore
God created it that way.
So
we have a lot. He has a law of logic. What are you talking about, bro?
Babies can't do backflips because of the law of logic. Therefore, God. That's your argument.
I just said that. That's why you don't see babies smothering.
They don't, because they're not strong enough to, honestly. Toddlers are the most violent human beings on the planet. Any sociologist or psychologist, developmental psychologist would agree with that. Toddlers are the most psychopathically violent people on the planet.
Pull up the resource right now.
Pull up the resource?
Yeah, show us that right now.
Okay.
Tell me what source you got. Don't go on Reddit, nothing like that. Tell me the doctor, time, place, and what time he said it. Date. I need all of it. Don't do that to your chat.
If I can't find out what day of the week the study was posted, are you just gonna refute it?
No, you just got cooked. I cooked you, baby.
What's a source that you would trust?
Jesus.
Man, you're fucking stupid, dude.
We can do this all day, baby. Come on.
Okay.
You over there reading? Can't find it, buddy?
No, I got it. Let's see.
All right, pull it up. Show the screen.
Right here.
What is this?
I got.
What are we reading? Don't be. Come on, man. Get your stuff together, brother.
All right. I think I can probably zoom this in.
It's all love, though. It's all love, though. No hate, chat. No hate. I love him. He's a good man.
Normative trends in physically aggressive behavior, age, aggression curves from 6 to 24 months. So they found that 90. Oh, it's kind of cut off on TikTok. Why is that? Why is it cut off? What says 94% of children were reported to have engaged in physically aggressive behavior. If I zoom in a little more, can you see the... it's kind of cut off. So, very, very young children are incredibly violent. This is known. They think nothing is funnier than when other people suffer. They are the most selfish people, and they have to be taught not to be monsters, basically. I know a kid that stabbed his little sister in the back with a knife when he was like 2 years old.
I'm not saying like that is not possible.
They lived across the street from me.
But I'm not saying that's not possible. That's not what I'm saying, brother. But I'm saying majority of babies, they don't, certain things they won't do. They just won't do because it's instinct that conscious God puts in our head from right or wrong. Whether you want to believe it or not, I'm sorry, it's that way, brother. Okay, and then two, what is...
If you gave a baby a gun, do you think that the baby would consciously decide not to pull the trigger? Or do you...
No, that baby would probably be like, what? He'll pick that thing up and just be like, it'll be heavy and be like, what? What is this? And he'll throw it down. He wouldn't know what to do with it. Like, come on, man.
So the baby wouldn't know what to do with it. So the baby is not imbued by God with a moral compass. So your entire worldview just collapsed right in on itself.
Why doesn't a baby go get in the car and just start driving?
Because they're not strong enough to, and they really don't have a very good model of the world around them yet because they haven't developed.
No, brother, that's not true. It's not programmed.
You think that babies are strong enough to get in cars and drive them around?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
Has it been proven
that babies aren't strong enough to drive cars?
Yeah.
The fact that it's never been observed, I think, is pretty good evidence to me that it is the case.
We don't know that until you don't know something until you try it.
Brother, what you don't know could fill a book. It could fill every book.
Are you trying to say I'm stupid or?
Yes.